Are you seeing a trend here, folks? Welcome back to the pYanodons pain. It's not enough to unlock the pYanodons Logistics Science Pack. No, it's not enough. Now you have to implement it. Yeah, you unlock it, and then you gotta implement it, right? So what you're looking at here is the Niobium plate chain. It's gonna be quite an interesting one. So all the research is done that I queued up, and this is one of the things that we unlock. This is gonna get us the mini loaders and the fast inserters. Fast inserters, which give us mini loaders as well. However, we need 6 of them, and then we get the filter, fast filter inserter. And that'll give us the mini loader, the yellow mini loader that can filter. And then we could finally do proper unloading and loading stations. I got a really slick process for that. I'm really pretty good at getting all the things in and distributing and stuff. Once I get the tools, you know, right now we're dealing with just inserters that can only filter, and I can't use the mini loaders. And you really do need mini loaders to do proper unloading and loading for things. Yeah, you could do it with inserters, but it's much more, with mods like this, it's much more effective with mini loaders. And it's an awesome mod I've really enjoyed. It takes the trivial crap about away from having to do a million inserters per train and all that. Makes it a lot nicer. Also double-sized the belt. And but with stack and stack filter, you know, I use those in some cases, but not all. Here's the thing. They give you these things here. pYanodons gives you these. And the best way to use these is to export and import to these is mini loaders. Filter and all that. And you can red wire it, green wire it, all that good stuff. Anyway, so the base is still kind of calming down a little. I had a little bug. I ran out of fuel. I still had these set up for the level 2 moss, which I have like only 4 here. And I was like, oops. So I left the cases here. I got one there and one here. And my moss was running out, I realized. So I had to fix that. I had to redo that. Eventually, I'll have like a little area where I can bring stuff to, you know, we could do all these one-off things, you know. Like this, you know, down here, where we got this little kind of work area. We could play around and, you know, learn the new tech and figure out how we're going to implement it. That's what I like to do. It's kind of fun. And we can bring trains in, unload them. Once we get things on trains, then I can start pulling things over and, you know, we can get experimental stuff going. So that's kind of what this was. But I'd rather do this kind of one-off stuff somewhere else, not in production, you know. So that was kind of a pain. I got to leave this hooked up, though, because I'm going to need more of these level 2 moss things. Okay, so after running the base, I found a couple things. First off screen, what I'm going to be doing is building a second Vrauk squeezing factory, which is from here all the way over to here. Now, I have to set up a train for this, and I think a proper biomass burning area is in order. But I'm not too sure how I want to implement it because we have biomass we're getting biomass from all these different processes now. We got 2 now, plus the fish, where we're collecting meat, guts, brains, and various items. And I want to store that, but I want to bleed off extra and burn it, you know, because we got to manage it, you know, until we get the tech for better biomass, you know. Now, good news. Guts can help us with some of the niobium plate. And I might use that as a process. So basically what I'll be doing is just reproducing. I'm going to take this whole build, copy paste. Yeah, literally copy paste this whole thing up to here. Minus this thing here, because we don't need the substrate, you know. So anything that, like, the substrate is not going to be in here, so I don't need the petri dishes, moss, and this. So that'll make it a better. The petri dishes, that's going to eliminate this right here. Oh, yeah. So this is going to get a lot easier. Oh, yeah. A lot easier. We still need the glassworks. We need the Vrauks. So there's a lot of stuff that I can get out of here, too. Yeah, all this comes out. We don't need the petri dishes, the incubated. And we need the creamy latex and all this here. So, yeah, this will get a lot easier. I'm glad I looked at this. So the problem is stoppers. I am robbing latex. This is all ratioed out, you know, for one science pack. And I'm stealing the rubber and coming over here for the for this thing. Where are you? Here, this thing right here. So the rubber's coming in. You can see it's empty. You know, it chews it up so fast. So in order to run science consistently, I'm going to rebuild that. However, there is one thing that I want to run, and I started to run it. I did a recording, and oh wait, no. And I scrapped it because I rethought it. I'm like, you know what? I got to do this differently. So, oh, I went here. We need this. And that means we need this. The big power pole. Here it is. Resume. And I have done 82% of it already. So let's go over some stuff here. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, here it is. I wanted to make sure. Yeah. Now, the Logistics Science Pack is running great. It's actually ratioed pretty well. I had to make a few adjustments because I think Helmod is good, but it can't capture every little nuance, and I may have screwed up something too. So I'm not ruling out that I screwed up, but it could be that it was the flowers and the seeds and the stuff. So that's going to be done. I didn't run anything but that up to 83%. So here's what this is, if you don't know. The big electric pole, it has a reach of 30, supply area 4x4. It's just basically a power pole, just like the vanilla ones. So 6 steel, 4 concrete, 2 niobium plate, tin cable. That's, a pretty crazy amount of stuff, but we need that niobium, and that's what we're doing here. We'll work on this today. We'll at least start it. I have a nice juicy niobium patch right here with rail. So what I'll start to do is just start to build it. I also have the niobium mines. There they are. Let's see how they look. Ooh, they look pretty cool. Yeah, they're different. That's cool. Nice. So yeah, we'll tap this thing, and then I'm just going to do I have Helmod set up, but we'll go over that in a second. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Now, the problem I was having is bones. I have one bone in here. And I don't know if I discussed this in the last episode, but yeah, bones is a problem. So I did some adjustments to that. There is a lot of need for bones. We got bone marrow here, which I think takes 10. We need 20 to get 1 craft for this, So that is a kind of a problem. Now, I overbuilt this because I had to get this spun up. And because flowers were not happening, right? So this is what I think either I screwed up or Helmod screwed up by not being able to resolve this here. So what, in a sense, I should have done was a separate build for seeds and separate build for flowers only, because flowers are used for the food and the seeds are used for our, poor alien sample over here. And the seeds are also used for the cotton gut mice that we have. And then the other problem here, obviously, you see is rubber, where that light means we don't have any. So that's why I'm going to do a brand new specific Vrauk squeezing build. Squeeze that latex out of them, for this. And we'll have to do the coal recipe to latex to rubber. Rubber stoppers. It's easier to add the coal to this because it's one DDC, vent everything, get the coal, you know, all that. So it's raw coal to coal, vent everything out of there, you know, tar and all that crap like we're doing already. And then this will tighten that process up. So this won't be an issue anymore. Now, like I said, flowers were a problem. So what I did here, the seeds are only bleeding off a little bit for this. There's not many seeds that are being used for this. You know, it's an amount, but not enough to kill this whole process. However, by having the flowers kicking out of here quickly, in fact, these flowers the flowers are going here for the food, for our Vrauk food, or I mean our Og's food. So I had to beef that up for that. Over here, I had to build a flower build for seeds only to feed our mice. And this is going to be a problem. I have to beef this up too. As you can see, this isn't running, so I haven't gotten around to this yet, but whatever. But I've noticed that, you know, we're staying pretty solid with our solid Secoros. The other issue that I found is the bones. Now, you notice that I have 1,000 bones now. So I had to change this up a bit. At first, I was trying to sense brains, and then I realized, oh, wait, you know, there's one of those things. Oh, yeah, over here, I need bones. So I was limiting the bones, and I was shutting the poor alien sample down. And I'm like, oh, crap, so I need more bones than I need brains. So I had to change this up. So now what I'm doing is I'm just free running these bones here. And then the brains now are being chopped up and sent to our biomass thing here. Now, here's an issue. I have way too much biomass. Now, I did bring some biomass here, the Vrauks, so this is built up higher than what it should be. So what I'm going to probably have to do is take a train out of here, you know, do a circuit network and get a train and to burn off the extra biomass, and that would go to a system like this. In fact, I could just do a little offshoot rail here, dump it off, and boop, right on in. Done. So I can do that. And I could take care of the Vrauk stuff too, you know, bring that up here and dump it off. So I could have like a biomass train that goes to two different spots, similar to the stone, gravel, and iron oxide train, you know, stone from the, I think it's the zinc, not the zinc, but nickel. Yeah, nickel plate, I think it is. We have a little bit of stone coming out of that. So that one train just kind of goes around and tries to, you know, it grabs the byproducts and takes them to where we want them to go. Here's this train back now. It's going to fill up. I have it set to 80, kind of increase the frequency. So, yeah, over here, the problem was that the brains closed the system down. I left this wire in here. Oh, there it is. I left this in, the wire in, but I took the brains and subtracted 100 so that this is offset. So basically it's 0 right now, you know, so there's no signal coming from this. However, if I wanted to, I could sense, look at this, the bones are coming back, see? Look at that. So this thing keeps running and running and running. Until the bones back up, this thing will keep running. And that's fine, as long as you can feed these little guys, you know. As you can see, oh, what's going on here? Why are you not working? Backed up. No, it's not backed up. Why are you not running? Okay, yeah, it's sap, so I have to put some more sap extractors down there. Alright, well, we're going back home. We'll take a look at this here. The Niobium Plate. Yeah, I hope this... I want to start this up in this episode. So we'll strap in, get ready. So I'm going to do... We're going to start... In order to get the Niobium Plate, we need niobium oxide and salt. We have salt. And then we'll do this hot air thing. Now, there's a research for a better hot air, so I might cue that up right now, in fact. This one right here. It takes warm stone brick, or it takes... it's warm stone brick to warmer. And I think this is kind of a chain. You know, you start with coke oven gas, and you work your way up to this. And then I hope there's some kind of regenerative thing with the coke oven gas. We'll have to see. We'll cue that up. So this is the... Now, this is what I'm kind of intrigued by this. This might help us out. So, molten salt, but we need hot molten salt and coke oven gas. So we still need the coke oven gas. And it kicks out the coke oven gas at 500 degrees C, and then the molten salt, which we have to reheat. So that one's interesting. I don't know how we're going to heat that salt up, but I want to check it out nonetheless. And then we get this one. We get we put the stone in 300 hot air. We pressurize the air, basically hot air, and then we get warmer stone brick. And then this one here is warm stone brick, coke oven gas at 500. Products are warmer. So this is the warmer with pressurized. And then we get 300 hot air out of that. So I think that's a lot better. But the question is the coke oven gas, which is obviously, I think we have to burn the coke for that. So it's kind of a consumer of coke. But I want to see that. I definitely want to get this one. It's only 200. We'll kick that out. Okay. Because that'll help us with the niobium. And that's what I have here. I do believe. I don't know. No, I didn't click on this one yet. Because I wanted to get that research. Which is, I think, this one. This one here is hot stone brick. So we have another one with 500 hot air. And then we have a gas bladder, which would be interesting to see. Okay. So, let's get out of this train here. We need niobium oxide salt in the hot air. We get that from nitrogen and niobium complex. That is, okay, the nitrogen is now a new recipe we have with the DDC. And all we need is pressurized air. And what I'll do with this is I tank up these two, but I do an 80% check valve, and then this one is the one I want. So we could pick off of these for whatever, we'll set it up maybe on a train or something. Well, we'll set it up to be picked up. However, we don't want these two backing this up because we're going to need this for the nitrogen. But this will be available. It's just we have to vent it, It's very difficult to try and control three things. You really have to have an elaborate circuit network situation. But you usually what you have to do is favor one over the others in order to get the desired result. If I wanted oxygen, I'd use another process, like the electrolyzer. And if I wanted this one, then I'd have to, I'd 80% valve these so that this one will back up when, and it'll shut the system off because you get a race condition. It's very difficult to get rid of a race condition with the circuit network stuff. Like I said, you have to have like a computer for it, a combinator computer. Okay, so in order to get the niobium complex, which is this, plus whatever this is, or the nitrogen, we need hydrogen chloride, we need organic solvent, and we need niobium concentrate. And this is what I love about pYanodons. And Angels does the same thing. Angels and Bob's mod is that we are taking the ore and we're refining it, we're crushing it and getting the byproducts out of it so it's more pure. And we get better yield. So this is how you get your yield in the beginning. So you start off really poor, and then you get to normal, and then you get the productivity later, which, with modules and stuff. So the ore gets crushed in jaw crusher. We get the powder. The powder gets crushed, and we get the dust. The dust gets crushed, and then we get the concentrate. And each one of these, obviously is kind of something for landfill or other processes. Now, this is what kind of makes this process even worse, if that wasn't bad enough. We need a drill head, and these are consumable. So we need a drill head build. I haven't broken this out yet, but we have the trains to handle making a drill head. We'll have the materials. And that means that, and then we need the refined syngas. And this is another rabbit hole here, slightly. We need the activated carbon. Yeah. And syngas to get the refined syngas. And the activated carbon is, a whole bunch of stuff here. We need coal dust. We need zinc chloride, sodium hydroxide, and more nitrogen. There you go. Now, our zinc plate has another use, which is decent, and we have that on a train. In fact, that was the first train I set up. Hydrogen chloride. Those two together gives us our zinc chloride, which is up here. Then we have this interesting one. In a chem plant, hydrogen and chlorine plus a light. So we have to light it, a light source. And then we get the hydrogen chloride. And it kicks the light back out. Now, what's interesting is it's a... I don't know if it's a 1-to-1. We'll have to look at that. I don't know if we have to have lamps being made, The easiest way to get the all these ingredients is saline water. So we get these two. So it's a direct insert plus the lamp. And then this stuff, I don't know if it's used anywhere, but we can use that to make the cellulose and stuff. And we could use that for a fuel if we need to burn it off. And that's if we do it locally. Wanted to keep it self-contained. Then it gets kind of weird here. We need carbolic oil and naphthalene and to get the organic solvent. So we're now in the tar build here, and you can see up here we've got some inconsistencies. So we're in tar. We have to do another tar build basically to do all this. Steam, not a problem, and tar. Now that's going to be interesting because there is a tech where we can get tar from. I think it's just a pump jack. So I'll have to look at that and see. It's a research. Maybe I'll queue that up. I think I will. So we get steam. Steam our middle oil. We get some, and the good thing is we're gonna get some fuel out of this too. And I need fuel bad. I'm running out constantly right now. The little bit that we have gets chewed up so quick, which is good. That's what you want. You want your byproducts, to be. There is some inconsistencies though. We're not using everything. Like carbolic oil here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, or creosote. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this crap. I'm already built up on it as it is. So I might have to vent this crap here, and it's a small amount anyway. So we need tar, to do all this. Obviously, the pitch is gonna give us some stuff here. But yeah, we need a tar build. And now I did do a DDC for the coal, and then. Now, this is something I don't understand why it's not resolving. I think course faction. I have this set up here because I thought, okay, let's try this and see. But for some reason, it looks like it's locked. So let's take a look at course faction because I might have to research that. Soil. Okay. Okay, this is the one. Sand, it says. So we take soil and we get 3 course faction, but we get all this other junk. So let's take a look at that because I may have selected the wrong thing when I was messing around about. It's the one here. Yeah, I don't know why. It's coming up 0. I have matrix solver on. So I don't know why this is coming up 0. There must be something I have up here in all this. But, if Hellmod's not going to resolve it. See, here's sand right here. So it might be confused because of this. Course faction soil. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Well, I'm going to leave it here just as a reminder. So, but yeah, course faction. Oh, look, this is 0 now. See? Let's pull that out. Oh, it was all the way down. Yeah, that's odd. Yeah, it's having trouble resolving it for some reason. If I click on that. What's this one here? Iron stick. Oh, let's check that one out. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay. I'm alright with that. What's this thing? Sand extractor, huh? Can we make that? Okay, let's see. Well, I can't make it. Let's see what here. Oh. Ouch. Yeah, we can't make that. Oh, that's a far way off. Well, that'd be nice. Okay, well, pipe dream. Let's go down here. Yeah, so we can't make the sand extractor. But, so let's go back to looking at this thing here. I'm going to leave it here. Solid separator. Well, I have one. Let's go grab it and take a look at it. Okay. There it is, right there. So we could do it. But the problem is, how many do I need? Wait a minute. Am I... Yeah, here it is right here. It needs 20. Every 6. This is what? A 3. Holy cow, that's a lot of these. Ugh. Well, you know, in order to get niobium plate, I'm willing to do whatever needs to be done. Because I am sick of this crap. I'm sick of it. Okay, so. I think I covered everything that I had to adjust. And then the Vrauk build, I'm going to put up here. Right up here. And I'm just going to have to leave this the way it is. And I'll put some more moon. I'll have to put some moon drops over here. I might just duplicate this and then slap it in this little spot right here. And then pipe it over somehow. Okay. All right. So I think we got a plan. The niobium is going to kind of break the game open, because then, like I said, I could do proper loading and unloading of trains. And then, you know, the builds will look a lot cleaner and stuff. Right now, it's just like, it's such a mess, you know. But this is, you know, pYanodons early game. You got to get things done. You got to get things automated so that you can, you know, build and can continue. But once I am able to do proper rail and proper unloading and loading, we'll start to see a lot cleaner stuff, you know. I hope. Let's see if I can, you know, dig into my my inner Factorio core and do it. Okay, I'm gonna get this squared away here. We'll get squared away over here. Start some stuff and get some niobium, and then I'm gonna let this research run out, and I'm not gonna run anything until we're ready. But before we do the niobium, I'm gonna get that Vrauk build, because I while we're working on that, I want to be able to do the research. All right, we'll be right back. Then an hour goes by that I question my sanity playing this mod. All right, I'm over here. This has to come out. Oh yeah. Bye-bye. I'll show you what I did, don't worry. That comes out. This comes... oh no, I need rubber still for this. Oh, I forgot I do need rubber. Oh no. Well, here's the... Alright. Okay. Let me show you what I did. So... I probably could make rubber. Yeah, alright. I basically copied and pasted the Vrauks over here. Yeah, copy paste. We know it works, and it does work pretty well. So they're building up now, and I have to get this. I'm gonna do a biomass, you know, train where we go to these spots and pick up the biomass, sort it out, save some for later. The rest gets turned into power, you know. Okay, I've been going at this for hours, so it takes a long time. So I don't, what I'm calling this is basically science pack. This is logistic science pack from here to here. Okay, and just ignore the space here. You know, because I decided to go here because I do want to rebuild this thing here. So leaving this space open was kind of normal. Or was necessary, I should say, because this mess has got to be rebuilt. And I got to add more mushrooms and stuff. So that's going to be a project for another day, though. These mushrooms are still going. Oh, I got 217. Yeah, it's slow. So basically, yeah. I mean, this kind of puts it into perspective. So what I'm looking at here is that, you know, as far as the industry, you know, like the infrastructure needed to make a science pack, this is just science pack part 3. You know, we got 2 more Pi Science ones, that are alien ones, you know, basically we take the stuff and we, you know, liquefy them, put them in a bottle. So this, and we're not even at high throughput here, you know, and all this infrastructure here from basically here to here is PyScience 1, and then and then also all of this, you know, is included in this, but we got the, you know, automation science, which is all this mess. Now we got the circuit boards in here, which we need. That's a part of this up here now. You know, so, you know, this is just 3 science packs. This is crazy. And not having, you know, doing this without power poles and stuff, you know, good inserters, you know, all that. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to move. I guess I could. I'll take this out of here. This comes out. I think I could pull that out for now. Yeah. And then we'll put the stoppers in there. Now I got to add a combinator to this for the rubber stopper, and that'll relieve the burden off of the Vraux for the other science pack. But I forgot about rubber, so I'm glad I saw that. Yeah, we'll get. Oh, I have extra inserters. Look at this. We'll have to make this into a stopper whitelist. Okay, and I'm just gonna toss it here, and then go right across. And here we go. Boink. Yay, we're calling a rubber stopper train. Here it comes. I have 200 in here. So what this will do is it'll allow me to run the science and not kill the rubber supply. Well, what it's doing is it's killing the PyScience. That's what's happening. That'll unload pretty quick. There we go. Oh, is that the wrong way? Yeah, it is. Okay. There we go. After you play this game for so many hours, you start to see, hey, wait, that ended too quick. You have that, it's just that, like, you know, sixth sense, you know, Factorio sixth sense, you know? Okay, so now that train goes back. Okay, so talking about this line, I don't usually do this. I don't usually pull off of main lines like this. I'd have a T and an internal network, an internal train networks, and that's kind of how you have to do these overhaul mods. Is you have now. Oh, another thing too, that this I can't support 2 of these, but I'm leaving it here because of the spin up. So eventually the latex goes away, and then this starves this one out, and then it's only running on this one here. But that's fine because I want that spin up quick, you know. So we have a buffer. Train comes, boop. So it's been working out. It works out pretty well. It's overbuilt. It's going to starve out, but that's fine because we have this nice buffer on the belt, and we can utilize that. Just like this thing, you know, we have a big buffer here. Yeah, you could put a bunch on here, and it would burn that, you know, it would keep that latex going quick. Once the buffer's, you know, but, you know, it's space. It's, you know, idle power being consumed, so you don't really want to do it. This isn't consuming any idle power. It's just chewing up wood for a little bit, and that's it. Oh, the other problem is that, you know, we have to resolve is this, the slow unloading, and that's what we're working on now. That's why I fast-tracked that research for the mini loaders. Okay, so some things I got to tie up is the meat from here and the one down below. Also, I added this train right here. This is the bleed-off, the biomass bleed-off train. Now, I'm okay with doing this for now because this is going to be kind of crazy, the amount of biomass I'm getting out of this thing. I set this to 20. If it hits 20 grand, these inserters start to pop out, and I wanted a lot of them on there, but I can probably minimize this down to a few, just a few. So I just did that to get this train running, and that train goes over here, and dumps off. And look at this. 1400. It's still going. Oh my gosh. So this thing is cranking. I have 5 belts going in. 4. And I can minimize this too, you know, kind of save some belt over here. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm just letting it run. Now, why did it stop? Interesting. Oh, it's out of the molten. Yeah, it's cooked it all. So this has gotta consume the steam in order for the hot molten salt to be consumed. Interesting. When this fires up and, you know, we start generating more power, then yeah, it'll be a different story. Okay. Now, everything is buffered up now, I'm thinking. So let's run some research and then we'll try and do that niobium stuff. We'll at least get started with it. So let's start with I'm not too sure what I want to do, you know, like out of this list. So we'll just have to see how it goes, but we'll get this coal one done. This allows us to screen coarse coal into coal. That'll be nice, actually. And then we do the automated screener, and we get the crushed coal to coarse coal and coal dust. We're going to need that for the niobium anyway, so we might have to set up something like this for the niobium for coal dust. We'll have to bring in raw coal and do some stuff with it. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, yeah, we looked at this stuff, didn't we? The oil... What? Wait a minute. Oh, you know what I did? I think... Yeah, okay. Pardon me if I had a recording that I deleted because I wanted to do this stuff, and I'm like, all right, let me start over. So this is drilling fluid, stage 1, and I'm really interested in this, and we can do all these items here. So we get pump jacks, and we have everything, intermetallics and the green circuits and all that good stuff. And then we get this small oil derrick. We can do all this. Now, if we read allows you to extract underground resources anywhere. Anywhere. Okay, let that sink in. And you'll see what we're going to get next after we go through these. Used to drill for smaller subsurface oil deposits. Need at least one type of drilling fluid. Check the pYanodon codex for more information. So the drilling fluid is here. Now, what's interesting is it's sand, soil, clay, and water. You get 50 drilling fuel out of that. Okay, so that's a lot of crazy stuff there. And it's done in a mixer, too. Okay. Now, let's go over here. Tar extractor. Yes, a tar extractor. Used to drill for smaller subsurface tar deposits. Need at least one type of drilling fluid. Okay, so it used to be... I don't remember if... Tar used to be a resource, like oil. But now it's different, and I haven't seen any tar deposits, so I don't know what's going on. Natural gas, we can do all that. Natural gas derrick. Okay, here's the crude oil. 8-second craft time, I think. Yeah. Now, remember, it says we can put these anywhere, but we need the drilling fluid. Okay, so you're not getting it for free. You're not just plopping it down and getting free resources like water. Tar from anywhere, with, of course, the infrastructure to get the drilling fluid. Water from everywhere, anywhere. However, there is no drilling fluid, and this is how we're going to, get our pipes to be nice and tightened up. 1 second craft time for 300 water. So I'm glad I saw this, I'm glad we have this, because I'm getting annoyed with all these water pipes, and we're a while off for having the explosive excavation, so I can, I won't even need that mod, which is awesome. Okay, here's accumulators. Whoops. Iron plate, battery, and simple circuit board. Now, what's great about this is that we could, I don't know, we could store power, and we could use this with our wind turbines, So I don't know if we can do something where we could do some circuit network stuff to sense that our accumulators are dropping, kick on wind power. I don't know. I'm not too sure how we'll use that, but it looks pretty fun. And we can build them too, which is even more fun. Heavy oil processing stage 1. There's nothing here. It seems like we just need to research it to unlock some other stuff. So let's kick that on. Iron processing. Okay, now we're getting into the crazy stuff here. This is why I've been waiting on any rebuilding, you know, because I know this is coming, you know. We did need to rebuild the copper and iron to get higher yield because we're using a lot of that to build and stuff. But now we're getting into the craziness. 140 iron oxide and tailings gives us iron slime. Holy cow. Wow. That's a lot of iron oxide. And then we get iron ore dust, water, and we get iron pulp stage 1 and iron slime. And this is iron slime as well. So what this means is that we get byproducts, right? Tailings and iron oxide are byproducts. And you usually are like, what do I do with all this crap? Here's how you get rid of it. This is pretty good. I'm liking the reduction from 140 iron oxide and 300 tailings to only 50 iron slime. And then we use that. And then it produces iron slime on this one too. So we're removing impurities, right? Here is the processed iron ore. So now we take our processed iron ore and we get iron. Now we're getting the iron grade 1, 2, and 3 now, which is awesome. So it's kind of like, we're getting into that copper and the antimony. Here's the grade 3 to grade 2, grade 2 to grade 1. So we're going backwards, like the grade 1 is the one we want, and it's removing, all the impurities as we go. Iron grade 1 in a ball mill. And then we get the iron ore dust. Here's iron slime and water. Unslimed iron and tailings. So we kick that back to here. Look at that. And then we get the iron pulp stage 1. Stage 1. Yeah, let that sink in too. 200 water. Unslimed iron and more tailings. So this is iron pulp. That's the iron slime to unslimed. Okay, then there's iron pulp to unslimed and tailings. And then we use the borax unslimed iron and oxygen to get our molten. Holy crap, that is a process there, huh? That'll be fun to do. We'll knock out some alien stuff, I guess. Ooh, what's this? Oh, yeah. Okay, so raw fiber. We can make coal dust out of it. And then we have another rich clay recipe. 20 clay and muddy sludge gives us rich clay. That's good. That's actually a nice way to kind of supplement, if you don't have enough. Steel. Oh, what's this one? Oh, we got a new Kicalc plantation. It's a new animal now, or new flower. Ooh, cool. We're going to need this. Botanical garden. Wow, look at this. It's a botanical nursery on top of steel intermetallics and all that other stuff. And there it is. The Kicalc. Poor alien sample. Holy cow. Planter box, a codex. Palm tree DNA. Oh, nice. Biosample cDNA and 1000 water. Okay, that's kind of cool because we're using the science stuff to make this now. Dagnabbit. Now I got to train that up. Here's a codex. Looks similar. Yeah, lamp and all that. Okay, 50. Ooh, wow, 50 simple circuits. Automation science pack and all that. Okay, generic DNA. And then there's the seed. 2 to 5. Okay, MK1. And then we do, what's this one here? This is the actual seed plus clay. Okay. And we get the Kicalc from the seed. So 15 to 10. Okay. We'll have to see what the spin up is on this one here. Lamp, sand, 15 seeds, clay, water, 12. Okay. 12 Kicalc, 10 to 15. Okay. We'll have to see how that goes. Okay. Ooh. We can make raw fiber from these. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Okay. Provides the best method to gather fibers. Oh, so that's what it's for. Okay, we'll get that in there. What's this mess? Mining machines. Ooh. Wet scrubber. Scrubbing using fluids. It's delicate stuff. So we can do all that. Okay. Leaching station. Oh, okay. High purification. All right. Cool. Start that research. There we go. So we're able to finally get back to this. All right. So we got that done. And, I still have to make an AUG for pulling from here. to go to the 2, you know, the extra one. But it seems like I don't know what's going on because that's at 100. He's waiting here with 20. I haven't touched this thing. Oh, it's 24. Yeah. So what I've been doing is just kind of sending them over here manually. But yeah, I have to make a new one. I keep forgetting to do that. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Where's my train? Here it is. Okay, we'll get started on the next infrastructure. This bad boy right here. And we're going to go down to this one. We'll tie in here. You know, well, we have the rail here. So whatever we need to bring in, we're going to bring in here. Alrighty. Here we are at the niobium patch. So I don't have much time. I'm already at the 45-minute mark. I checked with the episode length that I've had the 2 parts. This is the 3rd part. Oh my god, this mod is nuts. Okay. So here we are. Niobium. Let's get it cracking. I got a little reference line right there where I want to start. Well, we'll go right about. Yeah, we'll go here. Whoops. These are the new miners. Look at that. Whoops. Get over here. The recipe only calls for 4, but you know, you just spam them down and you're good. That's what I like about this, about Factorio. Other games are so nitpicky. You know, like you only get. I don't like playing a game where there's limited resources because I want to build stuff. I want to be able to, you know, play around, you know. And that's what I like about Factorio. Anyway, that looks pretty cool. Look at that. It's got like a circular helix kind of looking thing there. And there is the refined syngas and 4 slots for modules. Holy cow. If only we had them. All right, so that's in. Now, I went ahead and did a little preliminary separating of industries here. So we need the activated carbon in order to get the refined syngas. And, you know, I just want to keep this local for now. You know, we'll build it here. We'll play around with it. We'll learn it. And we have to upscale and get more refined syngas for other stuff we'll do in a larger scale and specific. But the main thing is the activated carbon. We got syngas already. And in fact, we might be able to get some syngas out of our coal dust, our coal processing that we have to do. We're going to get our tar processing. We have to do raw coal to, you know, the coal and all the other mess. And we can pull that into this. So we'll have to supplement it probably with our base a little bit. So this is the nitrogen is over here. And so that's going to be our, I put that over here out of the way. We need 8 of these things. And so we get our nitrogen. And then coal dust is going to be interesting. I don't know if we could grind that up. Let's see here. Because I'd like to be able to take coal and just grind it. So it's a byproduct here, which sucks. Another byproduct. Another byproduct. Now, here, remember oh, that is this. Raw fiber. We might have to do the kicalcs to get coal dust in more of a, you know, consistent form. And we're researching that right now. Okay. Red Hot Coke. Tailings to... Oh, okay. Okay. Tailings dust. That's another way to get rid of that byproduct, because that is a byproduct. And then this is way in the future here. So it looks like the kicalcs will get us a coal dust. But what I'll have to do is go to the power plant and start saving that coal dust and or making it from that process. We'll have to do maybe more crushers, secondary crushers or screeners or whatever they're called. And we'll have to pull that out of there, you know. Okay, whatever. We'll have to start saving it. In the meantime, though, I think we might have to do that fiber to coal dust then. Okay, anyway. Zinc chloride. So we're going to have to bring in zinc plate here to make our zinc chloride. That's no problem. We have it. And then the lamp. Oh, let's see what this is here. 1 lamp. Oh, yeah, it's a 50% chance. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so we'll have to have a little lamp build. And I'm seriously thinking I'm going to start doing that off-site because we have already a couple things we need them for. And I could maybe convert the fish plants, this thing, and I think something in the science, logistics science. Okay, yeah, that's that one. And then saline water. Hey, check it out. We got salt right over here. Salt. All I gotta do is belt it over here. I could do saline water right over here. Literally salt, saline water. Done. I don't have to train anything around. Awesome. Okay, we can take care of that. Now, down here. Oh boy. This is gonna be all the processing. So, well, this is the we got to get the organic solvent. So that's where our coal processing is going to come from here. And we're going to get, the coarse faction here. Oh, that's where I'm... Oh, no. I need coarse faction for that, which is this. Soil. Okay, I'm not worried about that. Now, I might have to do... Oh, boy. The sand and the limestone and the biomass. The biomass I'm not worried about because we can burn that. The limestone and the sand. That's a lot of sand. So I'll have to think about what we're going to do with that. But here's our coal gas. 60. And so that's great because... Let's take a look here. We need 66.67. So you see there's a little bit of a underage there. We need 60 for the syngas. Where is that here? Syngas. Oh, it's syngas. Oh. Aha. Let's click on this one. Coal, gas, oxygen, water. We get a little bit of tar out of that. Let's click on that one. Holy cow. Gasifier. We could take our oxygen that we're getting out of the system up there. I think we're getting oxygen out of that. Yeah. Ooh. I like that. Oh, wait. Where are we at? Oh, it's done. Okay. Ooh, and we get a little bit of ash. That's not a problem. Okay. Now, our look at our oxygen went way down. So we're at a deficit when adding that. I wonder why. Oh, we're only doing 30 here. And we need... wait. Oh, it's an overage. It kicked it into the overage. Well, that's fine, because we're going to vent it. We're going to do an 80% valve on it and vent it. And then this thing here... Yeah, we got an overage of 92, which is that. Yeah, so that's fine. I wonder what I can do with that nitrogen. Oh, we don't have the tech for it. So yeah, we're just gonna have to 80% valve it and vent it. Yep. But you know what's interesting though? It's not showing us a venting. I hope I can vent that. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to see. Okay, anyway. So at least we can pull some of the coal gas out of here. The tar though. I think the tar will get consumed. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm really good at watching how things run, and if there's backups and stuff, I always have I can put systems in and take care of that. Okay, so it looks like we'll have to start working on. We'll work on this here, I think. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to work on this first, and I just put this in hell mod. I forgot to put in the pressurized air, and we need 8 of these things to supply enough pressure for this process here. It's basically air to these things. So let's get cracking on that. Maybe I could do it here, in line. And because I want to leave this shoreline open here. I did landfill that a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that. I love it. Let's put these here. So we can copy pasta it. I might have to move it because there's going to be a bunch more of these here. So let's go ahead and copy that. Ocho. I should turn my nanobots off. Well, pressure is here too. Oh, hold up a minute. I might do this. Okay. Oh, this is looking good. I like this setup, man. This is really cool. Okay, we'll pull this over here. Better yet. Now, let's grab this. And I'm going to pop it right onto there. Okay, let's flip this thing around. I'll go about here. There we go. Okay, so now what I want to do is make some tanks here. And I'm going to have to do this, I guess, like that. This is just a reminder that I need to do an 80% valve in a tank and all that here. Because I want to save the oxygen. We're going to need it anyway. And then this stuff here we want to save as well. Why does that not look like it's connected? Maybe it's the angle that it's at. Okay, and then the nitrogen. Where are you? Oh, here you are. We'll pull this out over here. Okay. Just want to make sure I got those. Okay. It's kind of awkward how I did it, but, you know, it'll work. I think it'll work. Okay. Now, the power is up here, I think. Yeah, we'll pull power down. Never fails, right? That's why I have these right here. Oh. Pressurized air, baby. I could, you know what I could do is double stack these, but we'll leave it. Yes. Nitrogen. Oxygen. Purest nitrogen. It's so pure. You know what I'm actually thinking? I might move these on this side still. Because now I can see this side here. So I think I'll do that. I'll move these behind here. It'll look nice and tighter and cleaner. Alright, there we go. Wow, that filled up quick. Yeah. 60, 20, and 20. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of venting of that. Well, you know, it is what it is. Okay, well, we got something started. We got the mining placed. That's simple, but this here, we got that done. Got to start somewhere. And then eventually start coming together. I'd like to work on the infrastructure for the mining first, because we can't do anything unless we have the ore out of the ground. So we'll do that in the next episode. So I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed all the good stuff. You know, I tell you, this mod is tough and it's really fun. I'm having a blast playing it. You know, oh, I forgot to mention, I did add, we have a new friend. We have a new caravan here, an AUG. I added him to this one. He's got 4. He's waiting. And then we got this guy here. He's got 3, and he's waiting. I hope I'm not having issues here. I got the brains in there. Okay, we're good. I might have to work this a little better. What is going on with you? Science has been running. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm out of the animal sample. What is going on here? Oh, we're out of this. We're out of something. Meat. Oh, this right here. Oh, you know what I did? I forgot this signal shut the whole thing down. Okay, I have to run up there and fix that. I have the signal set to 100, and I put a bunch of brains in there. And now it's causing a problem. Oh, you know what? I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all the animal parts and I'm going to funnel them into a collection spot and then stockpile all these parts and then distribute from there. I hate, I hate kind of running trains to one spot to only run trains back to another, but I think we're just going to have an animal, an animal rendering area as well as, other things. So, all right, I'll fix this and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching again. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.